Inside Nephrach's skull, Isaac disrobed. With his dagger tip, sharper than a falcon's talon, he lacerated the archaic numeral 2 into the leathery skin of his chest. Scorches of pain seared through him as he carved himself all according to the ceremonial rites. The same way sirens lured sailors to their doom, the musk clinging to every branching corridor of the lair like a sweet oil beckoned Isaac to penetrate deeper into the cavernous skull. Darkness enveloped him. But he plunged forward. A warm sourness licked at his naked body. Somewhere amongst the labyrinth, the clicking movement of Vostrik's patrol resounded. Slices of green light filtered through the cracks of the charred bone walls. Rotten, hardened muscle and sinew clung like grout. Torn and broken spurs hung from the passageway's low ceilings. Since the dawn of time, or at least since the decay and ruin of Eden, Geminus stags had made a similar pilgrimage as he was now, back to Mother's lair to seek the blessings of the matron goddess. Not since his 16th season had he tasted her essence. According to the ancient scriptures of the Tabrunica, Galmoria's bittersweet essence flowed like tainted ambrosia from every pore of her body, and it enticed even the mightiest of beasts to kneel and serve her wicked desires. But Isaac would never cower. His lips curved into a sinister sneer. He imagined bending the winged priestess over her own altar and fucking the goddess's black asshole until it bled with her slimy, fetid guts. As one of her offspring, he would need to provide his alpha bloodline, confirm he was worthy of carrying on the Geminus lineage. He would need to force her to submit. Only then would Galmoria bless his union with his twin and allow Lyn to mature into a vixen. And together his mate and he would rule the throne over all the tribes as king and queen of beasts. But if he failed, Galmoria would kill or enslave him. Galmoria could kiss the lips of death and chill the Reaper down to his tiniest bone. At the end of the last chamber, a jagged threshold opened to his left, and a larger cavernous alcove to his right. Isaac ducked into the smaller opening. 4 naked males were shackled to the scabrous wall, their bodies blistered and their genitalia consumed by pus and warts. Swarms of fat flies infested the dungeon chamber, as did piles of writhing maggots that feasted on the blood, urine, and feces of the 4 prisoners. Isaac sniffed the air. Geminus. 3 of the males spat at him. The 4th, grisly and aged, stared back with hollow eyes. His scrawny arms were chained to a jutting bone spur above his head. A disgusting, blistery rash covered the lengths of both his arms.
Why do you not spit like the others?
He ponders with me.
You failed your conquest over Mother. All of you. I shall be your master soon.
I tried not. I drank not of her bowl.
And now you hang here like a fool.
The male hung his head. Blood dripped from his nostril. Lifting his gaze, grinning, a toothless smile, I saw the burning chariots over the city walls, and they fell.
You've gone mad, brother. Justly so for your failure.
When he came down from the mountain, his skin was aglow, and his hair turned white, for he had seen the face of gods, the face of giants.
I suspect you've been here a while, my wretched brother.
Galmoria slithered inside the dungeon like a wet reptilian. Black wings trimmed in scarlet flapped against the wall. Ember red hair flowed to her waist like liquid flames. She wore only a lace halter with a tawny red thong, and knee-high boots with tiny human skulls chained to the outer sides. Her firm abdomen sparkled from onyx and garnet embedded in her skin. Curved talons protruded from her bony black fingertips. Her forked tongue traced full, bloody red lips. "Hello, my darling." The other three Geminis hissed, snarled. They lashed out with their hands and chomped their jaws. One by one, Galmoria kissed their lips and stroked their infected genitals, immediately lulling them to sleep. "Meet your brother, Adela." Galmoria glided until she stood between Isaac and the old male. "On that forsaken world called Earth, Adela once thought it a grand idea to be a priest for the humans. After he found his mate, he deemed himself too righteous for his own mother." Galmoria waggled her finger. "But for the last 1,000 years, Mother has taught her little boy a lesson." Galmoria inched her face toward Adela's. "Hasn't she, baby?" "I spaketh to the lascivious maid along the Red Sea. Return to whence you came." "Of course you did, my sweet cub." Galmoria pressed her lips against Adela's and trailed a forked tongue down his bare chest, leaving behind a slim red incision. She flashed Isaac a smile. "I've never been to the Red Sea on Earth. Your poor brother is mistaking me for that petty little insect Lilith. I'm not a thing like her. The wench had pathetic taste and such an insignificant legacy, barely even worth footnotes by mortal kind." She turned toward Isaac. "As a welcome home gift, I will let you kill this worthless, disgusting, miserable disgrace of a child." Isaac tossed his dagger onto a bed of maggots, and claws ripped from his fingertips.
It is my pleasure, Mother.
"I forgive my brothers. Lilith's soul be damned." Isaac punched his claws into Adela's chest, digging his fingers deeper, grabbing for the ribcage and clutching at his pumping heart, squeezing the hot, wet organ until it ruptured. Galmoria cooed as the lacy top shed from her body. For the second time in over 2 centuries, she exposed her naked breasts to Isaac. Son and mother circled one another, their bare feet splattering Adela's pooled blood. Galmoria rushed forward, hissing, fangs bared. Isaac slipped, landing on the slick bone floor. They wrestled, squirming for the dominant stronghold. Their bodies rolled among the blood and maggots. Galmoria flipped him. His kneecaps smashed the hard floor, and he unexpectedly found himself on hands and knees. She slithered from his blood-soaked grasp. Something wet and prickly circled his anus. her demonic tongue trying to invade him. She mounted him. Galmoria's cold talons pierced his back. He collapsed to his belly and rolled from under her weight, before snatching a handful of red hair and flinging her into the chamber wall.
You will never enslave me.
Did little Isaac come to fuck Mommy or sass her?
I come seeking the blessing to mate with my twin.
Have you done what Mother asked and brought the beloved?
She will be yours soon, but my twin awaits me.
The walls shook. You know what happens to cubs who disappoint. Galmoria hurled a yellow ball of energy. It pounded into his chest and burst. Isaac growled as the flying pests stung at his naked body. Let the hunt begin, my cub.